जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम क्लास. My name is Engineer Hassan Raza. Lecture number 12. We are going to start chapter number 5, Distributed Forces, for the course of Engineering Mechanics AGM 2103. And the contents of the chapter is as center of mass and centroids, then explanation of all these center of gravity, center of mass, difference, their similarities, centroids, then composite bodies, uh, and the important one, theorem of Pappus theorem. Then special topics as beams, internal and external effects, cables, and fluid statistics. So basically, uh, before going to start with this chapter, we have covered about almost all the topic or the concerns about the point forces. So it means point forces are those forces in which the force is applied on a comparatively very small area or on a single point. But in terms of distributed forces, the forces are applied on a comparatively large area as compared to the point forces. In actual, all the forces are the distributed forces. Either they are going to apply on a very small area or as compared to a larger area. And we are dealing towards the solution and the problems and the concepts of distributed forces. In terms of distributed forces, the forces are comparatively applied on a larger area to the surface of the object. So there are different types of distribution, and main have three categories as line distribution, area distribution, and volume distribution. What is line distribution? When a force is distributed along a line as in the continuous vertical load supported by suspended cable. Likewise, if we are going to suspend a load with a single cable or rope, it means this type of distribution of force is a line distribution. And what is area distribution? When the force is distributed over an area as with the hydraulic pressure of water against the inner force of a section of a dam. So it means a line distribution means the force distribution in a single line. In terms of area distribution, the force distribution in a comparatively large area, as we can say in the terms of dam. The water hydrostatic pressure is almost over the complete area of the dam. And what is volume distribution? Force which is distributed over the volume of body is called body force, and this type of distribution is known as volume distribution. As we can say, the gravitational pull attracts the body as a whole, so this type of distribution is known as volume distribution, and this type of force is known as body force. So center of mass and centroids, you can see from this example slides. So center of gravity, the point at which resultant or total weight of body acts, is called center of gravity, or it tends to act the complete weight of the body on this single point or through this single point. This single point is known as the center of gravity. A body is composed of infinite number of particles of different size, and so the body is located with the gravitational field. Then each of the particles will have a weight dw, so it means we are going to deal with a single object. These weights will form a parallel force system, and the result of this system, total weight of the body which passes through a single point, is known as center of gravity. Consider we have to determine the location of the center of gravity for this pipe as in shown in the figure. We will distribute the complete weight of the rod into smaller units. Weights dw is located at arbitrary position x bar. The total weight of the rod is the sum of weight of all the particles as from this equation, and we can compute by using this equation the total weight of the object. So finally we can generalize the idea to a three-dimensional body as shown in the figure. So these are the basically derivation in terms of three-dimensional object. In terms of single dimension, we have just follow in terms of x, in terms of y direction, or in terms of z direction. In terms of three-dimensional object, we have to solve this derivation for three dimensions as well. So center of mass, in order to study the dynamic response, accelerated motion of a body, it becomes important to locate the center of mass. Basically, if we have a unique system, a unique gravitational pull, our center of mass is identical to center of gravity. If the body is, as shown below, is made from a homogeneous material, then its density rho will be constant. Therefore, different element of volume has been mass, and their mass is equal to rho into dV. Substituting this into previous equation, we can locate the center at C, and geometric center of the body is as we can calculate by using this formula. Center of area, if an area lies in xy plane and it is bounded by the curve y is equal to fx as a function of x as shown in the figure, then its centroid will be in the plane and can be determined from these equations. And we can solve this from Pappus theorem. These are the different symmetric shapes and their center of areas are given as: centroid of symmetrical shape will always lies at the axis of symmetry. If the body is made of material having uniform unit weight, then the centroid, center of mass and center of gravity lies at the same point. This one is an important point. If the body is made of material having uniform unit weight, density, uh, then the centroid, center of mass and center of gravity lies at the same point. Centroid is basically geometrical center of any body. Then center of mass, where all the mass of the object is going to act or fields to act, and the center of gravity, where all the weight is acted, is known as center of gravity. These are the example problems of different formulas, but using different formulas you have to see this. So this was all about this lecture. Thank you very much.